Hello. Hello. Nigel. Nigel. Baby go. Baby go. Just want to play. Don't quite know what's going on there. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? We're a little bit late this evening. We've been running around like crazy all day. Well, actually, Rachel's been running around like crazy all day. I haven't. Oh, who have we got? Leslie. Hi, Leslie. How are you doing? Hello. Hi, all from Nottingham. Hi, Nottingham. Greetings from Michigan, USA. Hi, Pag. Hello from Illinois. Oh, here we go. Hello. Hey up. Oh, my word. I missed one there. Lovely Bournemouth. Hello, my lovely Bournemouth. Hey up, love. Hi, Sandra. How you doing? Barbara. Hello from Orlando. Southern California. Hello, Southern California. Oregon. Nice to see you. Jess, good evening from Lincolnshire. Hi, Kim. How are you? So, hello, Florida. Hi, hello, Devon. Whoa. Can't keep up. Hope all is well. Yeah, all well here. Hope it's all good there. Hello from Alabama. Have you recovered from the burpees? Yeah, no, not quite. We're getting there. Hello from Devon. Katie Waity, how you doing? Hello from Niceville, Florida. I just missed, just going back. Oh, Seattle, missed a couple there. Alabama, Montana. Are you on internet or? No, I'm on mobile data. So, yeah, mobile data is going to be the answer here, but we might lose you. Right. Okay. Well, first of all, feed. So I'm going to go and jump in the big. You're in the big tractor. Rachel's taking little tractor, and away we go. So I might lose you, might not. Just stay with us because we'll reconnect. You know what it's like. It's the same old, same old. We've been up at the new place today, getting everything ready, having a bit of a clear up, tidy up, stuff like that. Just keeping on top of things because otherwise, don't need a tractor, need a brain. Right. Yeah. Okay. Come with me. We're going on a tractor ride. Okay. Here we go. Right. Hold on a minute. Get in. Right. Here we are. In the office. Right, I better concentrate because apparently you shouldn't operate heavy machinery if you're not really with it. I'm not saying that I'm with it. Right, 1 second. Just bear with me while I fire it up. And I'll change the camera around so you can see where we're going. That's the plan. Oh, okay, the beast is alive. We'll have a little bit of coolness because it's hot in here. And away we go. Right, let me turn around first. So I've got to concentrate, otherwise you could witness a horrible situation. We don't want that. Well, you probably do actually. Depends who's watching actually. Jan might like that. As I destroy everything. Right, are we? Yes. Okay, guys. Hold on. Normal service will resume in a minute. It's just that we are running a little bit late. Like I say, we've been up at the new place, getting everything tidy, and hold on. Oh, it's quite a tight fit. Oh, yes, tight fit, yeah. Oh, I do love a big tractor. Yeah, here we go. Yes, good. Right, forwards we go. Oh, okay. It's very tight. Okay, we're getting there, Right. Here we go, guys. Right, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see what we're doing. And it'll be a bit more interesting for you. Okay, so that's the arms. Let's go down to the field because we've got to go and load a bale and get everybody fed. But I'll be just got to take this down here. And I appreciate this isn't particularly interesting for you. I can't see the messages right now. I'm concentrating as I'm driving. I am not on public road, by the way, just before anybody starts shouting at me for being on the mobile phone and driving at the same time. Right, here we go. Right. All the horses are waiting. The donkeys are away, they're all waiting. Everyone's waiting for food. Story of my life. For their dinner. Okay, let's take this down here 1 second, and I can talk to you properly. I need to get to the shade so I can see what I'm doing. Right, okay. Alright, that should do us for a minute. Right, let's turn that off for a second. Right, let's turn that round. Okay. Hold on, didn't work too well. Okay, right, let's get out of here. Right, I can come back and have a look at these. I can see the comments and things now. Right, hello from Kansas. Hi Lisa, how are you doing? Henry, hi everyone. Hi Henry, how are you doing? Hi from Sydney. Rachel, hello from Scotland. How are you both all? How are you both all? Yes, we're pretty good. I say we've been busy today, just getting everything sorted out and having a bit of a tidy up. But yeah, it's all going well. All going well. Hello from London. Hi Lorna, how are you doing? Smash those like buttons, people. Yes, hit the like buttons. Not that many people with us at the moment, so I don't know. We're a little bit later today, maybe, or people are just bored of my face, maybe. Hello from St. Louis, Missouri. Hi Susie, how you doing? Hi from sunny Redding, California. Hi Linda. Good evening from West Lothian, Scotland. Hello Bossy. Bossy or Bossy? Bossy, don't know. Bossy, I'll go Bossy. Losing you. You're losing me? Oh, okay. Hello from Monroe, North Carolina. Hello from Canyon, Texas. Hi guys, we're all going on a field trip. Yes. Do you have your Yorkie on hand? Yeah. Oh wow, that's going back, isn't it? Yorkie bar. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Guys, please hit the like button. Yes, please. Congrats on the burpees. The time lapse was so funny. Jan, yeah. Well, I had to do it because otherwise I was going to get some stick today, and so I thought, well, I better get on and do that. But yeah, the donkeys were hilarious. I got so much footage of Steve and Ronnie being absolute idiots. I've got tons of it on my phone, so I just put that little video together, but there's so much more which I'm going to put up as little shorts and things like that, because there's not a particular story involved with them. They're just being really funny, and Ronnie was being so goofy. It was hilarious. It really made me laugh. Klaus, yes, Klaus is here. Get it in gear, love. Not a multitasking monster. No, absolutely not. Right, put your seatbelt on, Julian. You don't want to shake hands with danger. Okay, Fu Manchu. Do you know what? I think I'd rather not in a tractor. I think I'd rather not have the seatbelt on. So if it does tip over, I can try and jump out. But how are you both? Yeah, we're doing well. Hello from Poland. Hello, Patricia. How are you doing in Poland? Got lots of Polish people, surrounded by Poles at the moment, which is a good thing. Greetings and salutations from Horseheads, New York. Well, hello. You are the cheeriest guy ever. I hope all is well with everyone. Cherokee girl. Yeah, I think so. Well, you don't want a miserable. I could come on live, couldn't I? I could be really miserable, just like really like low energy, just be miserable. I don't see much point in doing that. We could try it. I don't know. We could see. It might be a new thing. We could start off. I mean, yeah. No, I won't give it a go. I think it'd be too flat. Evening from rainy Gloucester. Gaz. Oh, Gaz. That's no good. Although Gloucester is rainy a lot of the times, isn't it? The key's in the big tractor. At the back, behind the seat, in the cup holder thing. Hello from Nevada, USA. Hope everyone is well. Hello, Nevada. And says, I didn't realise that was a time lapse. I thought it was just super fast. Yeah, I wish. Could you imagine doing burpees that quick? By the way, did you see that record? World record. A guy did. He did over 3,000. I think he did 3,600 press-ups in 1 hour. I mean, that's impressive, isn't it? I mean, to do press-ups for an hour is impressive. But I think he averaged more than one a second. It was just crazy, unbelievable. So yeah, that's given us a target to go for, I suppose. Hi from Pakistan. Well, hello, Ambreen. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us all the way from Pakistan. I was late because I was too busy redecorating my hamster enclosure. Emma, I saw your TikTok actually, Em, with your hamsters, and yeah, they're looking like he's having fun. That darling Ronnie on your shoulder had me in stitches. Great share. Yeah, it was funny. He was really funny. He was on top form the other day. Hi folks, hope you're all well. Your latest video was absolutely brilliant. I never laughed so much. Ronnie was just hilarious. Oh, thanks, Anne. Any update on the cookbook? Emma, yes, the cookbook is done. It is finished. I've got to do a couple of final checks on it, just to run through to make sure that Steve hasn't put any silly spelling mistakes in there, and that Ronnie hasn't interfered too much with its production. So yeah, the cooking book is Steve's cookbook is finally done. I think I've got to put a few sort of like info pages at the front of it, just to like notices, copyrights and things like that on it, but apart from that it's ready. So I'm hoping we'll get that all uploaded and it will be available to purchase this week, believe it or not. That's the plan. So anyway, I'll keep you posted on that. Learned a new word this week. Burpee equals push-ups. Not what I expected. Well, it's a push-up with a jump, but I'm not explaining it to you again because last time I did myself, well, I've got myself in all sorts of trouble. Jane, I'm here. Oh no, Jane's here. Uh-oh.
I feel like you put the tractor in the wrong place.
Do you? Why? Well, unless you're trying to open the gate in the wrong place.
Open the gate.
Well, I'll have to move the tractor. Or why don't you move the tractor and I'll open the gate?
Yeah.
Do you want me to get the spikes down?
Yeah. You do.
Are you able to? You can do that, can't you?
What?
I mean, move the bow.
Yeah, I can do that. Get the spikes down.
Okay, right. Hold on a minute. Doing a live, and Rachel's now in control of Big Tractor. It's always a concern.
Excuse me?
No, not at all. I didn't say anything. I wasn't being disrespectful at all. I think you're an amazing tractor driver.
Thank you.
Right, so what we use is we've got to get these big spikes down. And this is what we use to, they're like a giant pitchfork. And that, hold on. Put those in there. And that is how we pick up the big bales. But they're a bit nasty looking, to be honest. I mean, if they went forward, that'd impale you quite nastily. Right, okay, where are we? Right, hello, Julian from California. Hi, Mariel. How do you pronounce that name? Mariel? Okay, sorry, it's all tractors, it's all go. So we had this delivery, which we were very, very fortunate to get. So we've got 25 big bales of oat straw, and it's like trying to show you. It's got grain in it basically. So it's a cross between straw, and it's still got the oats in it as well. And then the horses absolutely love that, but it's so difficult to get right now. It's absolutely impossible to get. So we're having to look at different solutions because there's just none available. And we've been asking all over Spain. Yeah, it's really hard to get. So, oh, hold on, I didn't open the gate, did I? That was my job. My one job. You move the tractor, I'll open the gate. Right. Okay. Multitasking. Yeah, hold on, I need to catch up here. Hello, Julian from California. Hello, Meryl. Yes, love the burpees, Julian. Have you got over them yet? Yeah, I'll tell you what, I was tired after those ones. How are the donkeys and Charlie? Yeah, the donkeys are all doing well. Thank you very much for asking. Hello from South Wales, UK. Hi, Doreen. Where are you in CA, Meryl? I'm from there too, stuck in rainy Boston. Oh, okay. Yeah, where are you? Having a little chat amongst yourselves. You know, don't mind me. Last week you said you had some exciting news. What was it? Hold on. I don't remember now. What was it? Oh, it's the sponsorship. So I don't know what Rachel's doing. Oh, she's lining up. Okay, she's lining up. So yeah, so the exciting news is that we are delighted to say that a company called AMI have agreed. We haven't launched it. We haven't done anything about this just yet. But AMI have agreed. They are a cat and dog food supplier, and they have agreed to supply our dogs and our cats with their feed. So, which is amazing, absolutely brilliant news for us, and that is a great saving for the sanctuary as well. So, yeah, we're really pleased about that. So, we're going to do an official launch, but I mean, you're getting the news first here. But we'll be doing, you know, an official launch on that with the details, and also, you know, it'll be like a main sponsor for the sanctuary, which is amazing. We've been looking for a main sponsor for the sanctuary for years, and it's so hard to get. And yeah, Rachel's been working hard at that, and she did a great job. So I'm going to come down here so we're in the shade a little bit, because I don't want to get run over by Rachel. You know, you should just say, "Oh, it was an accident. Sorry, did I? Oh, sorry, Julian. Did I park the tractor on you? Maybe. Sorry about that." Anyway, yeah. So that was exciting news, and we've also got additional sponsorship from. Well, I'll share that with you as well this week. You'll see it this week because it's going up this week, and I don't want to steal its thunder. But I want to share that with you as well. But that will go out next week on YouTube. You'll see that. But we've had to just get really creative. It's all about being creative with solutions to keep us going through this, well, which is just an unprecedented time, I think, for everybody. You know, you've got this monster of a sanctuary that you've got to keep fed, and you've got to keep it going. And at the same time, you're just getting pressure from all different angles. So you've got to find out ways. You can't sit down and just say, "Oh, well, you know, can't feed them this week. Sorry, animals. Sorry, you don't get your feed this week." You've got to find it. You've got to keep doing it. So that's why we're being as creative as we possibly can. We're trying to keep as positive as we possibly can, and that's how we're sort of approaching the problem, or these particular set of circumstances that we find ourselves in at the moment, and it's working well. So we're doing that through either finding sponsors, corporate sponsors, partners. We're launching the new campaign that's launched today, which is the Under Pressure campaign, and that's so that we can purchase a pellet making machine. So we'll make our own feeding pellets, and you know, we've got to look at it. We've got to look at it that way. So we're going to go and do a deal with the local markets. Got to go and speak to the market people and see if we can take any scrap food that's being, you know, waste after the markets and things. You know, they might have a crate of food that's not quite good enough to sell, but it's still good enough. Well, all of that sort of things, we can turn that into the pellets, and that's going to feed the piggies, and that keeps everyone going, and that helps us with the overheads of the sanctuary. So yeah, it's just about creative solutions all the time, and yeah, we're just really excited about it, and we're just on it, because failure is not an option. So you know, we just got to keep going, and yeah, and this is all part of it as well. You know, the doing the live every week, keeping engaged with you guys. You know, we just, you know, it's amazing. You know, we love the support that you give us. We can't do it without you, and yeah, but we've got to make the most of it all the time. We've got to push. Right, sorry. These glasses are reactive, so that's why I haven't got my dark glasses on, but they're just, it's how I can read the notes. Your latest fundraiser for the pellet machine isn't on your website, or should I say I couldn't see it. Linda, yeah, what you have to do is you have to go to jacobsridge.com/shop, and if you go there, you'll see it, because I've just put it up. Oh no, did I? Yeah, I did. It should be on there. If you can just confirm with me that it's on there. Yeah, and it's basically, it's on there. 1 press up equals £1. Simple as that. So yeah, you can choose the option to say no press ups required, and that would be greatly appreciated. But you know, I also understand it's a bit of fun, and yeah, if you want to see me suffer a little bit, then I'm happy to do that. I told you, we're being creative, and we're doing what we have to. How is the orphan goat? I forgot his or her name. Yeah, his name's Nigel. He's doing really well. He's growing lovely, and he's just completely and utterly mothered by everybody in the house. And yeah, he's a little cutie. He's an absolute funny. He's got a lot of character, and but he just, yeah, a good spy sense to randomly look at it this week. Then yeah, Emma, it's Steve. Oh really? I don't know that. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm quite careful. Quite careful. Quite careful. Not totally careful. Quite careful. Julian, I'd like to help donate for your pellet machine. What's the best way to do it? PayPal? Anne, yes, you can. The best way to do it, so we keep an eye on it, is if you go to jacobsridge.com/shop, go to the under Pressia, you'll see it in the shop. It's the first one on there, and it's got a campaign written across it. And I think I did I put up a weird drawing of a man doing a press up in a desert. And there's a picture of the pellet machine as well in there. So if you want to have a look at that, yeah, if you go there, you can buy them there, or you can do a direct donation to PayPal. In fact, since mentioning it, we've already had a couple of donations coming through, and I would hasten to add, with lovely little notes under it saying no press ups required. So thank you very much for those. That's much appreciated. Cherokee girl, that's the worst when your hay is impossible to get. I have a lot of horses who don't do change easily. I hope you can find it. Yeah, well, it's a nightmare, isn't it? It's just you're just trying to keep one step ahead all of the time. And so we know that with these 25 big bales, you know, if we're getting through, it should last about 60 or 70 days, something like that. By which time hopefully the harvest will have come through and there'll be new fresh stock coming through. That's, I mean, we're in the lap of the gods at the moment, you know, so we're just waiting and hoping that happens. Great news about sponsors. Yeah, we're thrilled. We're absolutely thrilled. It's brilliant. It's such good news. Oh wow, that was loud, that tractor. I was shouting a lot, sorry about that. Donkeys are very smart animals, says Mr. Oprawaka. Oprawka. Sorry. Donkeys are very smart animals. Recently, for about a year, I have been feeding apples and carrots to a couple of horses near my city. Well, I bet you they were donkeys dressed up as horses. That's probably what it was. They're that smart. Yeah, they're really clever. They're very clever. They already recognize me from a distance and fly to me for food, but sometimes they treat each other badly. There is kicking, biting, and chasing each other away. Yeah, totally normal behavior. I wouldn't worry about that. They're not treating them badly. It's just the way that horses communicate. You know, they bite and kick. That's what it's all about. And yeah, that's why you've got to be careful when you're working with a herd of them, because they will do the same to you if you're not careful. Oh, mine broke out in a full body of welts from a change of feed. Poor girl. Oh, that's yeah. We've only had that once. Spirit broke out in welts, actually, like full body load of welts. We didn't know what the hell was going on with him, but yeah. Debbie says, hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Thank you, Debbie. Hope you're doing well. Be sure to put the company, but we're having uniforms made for the team for this year, so we're going to carry them. So we're going to make sure that we have their logos on us, because we love that support and we really love them for doing it, and it really helps us. So yeah, we'll be shouting their names from the rooftops. So, but to make that the most effective, that's why I'm saying I'm not going to say anything too much there, in relation to all of it, but because we want to do it and launch it properly, and then great news about sponsor. Of me, did you not see him? If you watch that video of me doing the burpees, he comes over and he's quite concerned. I think we have a little chat. Yeah, he just wasn't as full on as Ronnie. Ronnie was a lot more full on the other morning. I see Rockstar Ronnie again. I saw someone tagged him in the Ronnie video, and I must say I think he's gonna. I hope he picks it up because that'd be quite funny. I don't know. I'd like to see what he does with it. Bakeries and butchers used to bring scraps to my husband's family for the pigs. Well, yeah, bakery's good. Butchers, not such a good idea. Worst thing you can do is you do not want to feed pigs meat. That's for sure, 100%. Otherwise, you're training them to eat something that's quite similar to you. You probably wouldn't want to do that. Would you make extra pellets to sell to others to help pay for it? Ordine, yeah, that's another plan. It's if it works, and if it produces what we need it to produce, and it does the right thing, and it all stacks up, then yeah, it would make sense to create some kind of production line that we could then provide others, especially if we can get it at the right cost, and we can help others as well. So yeah, we'll see we'll see how that goes. But first, priority is this sanctuary, the animals here, keeping alive, staying here, staying afloat. That's our number one priority. Because if we're not here, then it doesn't matter what great intentions we've got to be here first and foremost to be able to operate. So right, I'm just going to get out of that wind. I don't know where that wind's coming from. Right, let me catch up. Okay, Under Pressure is on your website, so I'll check that out. Oh, thanks, Anne. Thank you. Great stuff about the £1 one press up. We don't need options, just keep it simple. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Keep it simple. I know that. I need it simple. I have a Nigel. He's a Clyde. Oh, one of the best horses of my life. Good name. Oh, that sounds lovely, actually. Buffering. Oh dear. Oh dear, we're buffering, are we? Only do the bows on it. You owe us one missing Bumpy from last week. Oh, Anne, I knew there would be somebody that would pick up on that. That's typical, isn't it? Hey, I don't know. You try your hardest. Yeah, I did realise that actually afterwards. This wind is getting a bit up. Hold on a minute. Where can I go? Here? Let's try here. There's not a lot of shade here, so. Right. Let's have a look. I'm late from Missouri. Was in church. That's all right. We'll let you off. Off subject. How old are the donkeys and Charlie? That's a very good question. How old? Let me come out here a minute because it's so. Right. Hold on a minute. I'm going to get shouted at in a minute because I should really be doing the feed. Rachel's doing the feed. Right, how's right? It's very high winds, the winds are picking up, and this haystack that I'm sitting under, giant haystack, is a little bit. Well, let's just say it's not the most secure of haystacks I've ever built. So, if during the middle of this conversation you just suddenly see hay, then you know that I'm probably flat underneath it and probably won't be answering too many questions. Right, what are we talking about here? Oh, the donkey's age. Okay, let's think about this. Steve must be about, he's getting on now, Steve. He must be, he's got to be 12, 13 years old, I suppose, maybe a little bit older. Ronnie, I think Ronnie's about the same sort of age. Charlie must be, yeah, he's getting on a bit as well now. Charlie must be 15, 16, yeah, about that as well. Yeah, they're all getting on a little bit. Debbie, Wow, thank you very much for your super chat. That's lovely. Thank you. No press ups required. Oh, thank you. I only asked for one press up and now I feel guilty. Sorry, Kim. Why is that? Because I owe you still one from last time? Don't feel guilty. What, for asking me to do one press up? Don't feel guilty. No, it's fine. It's fine. If I don't do enough for you, I get it. It's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be all right. Thanks, Kim. Donkeys and goats are evil geniuses. Yeah, I agree. Well spotted. Wonder why he dropped one. And what, one of the burpees? Do you know how difficult it is to maintain, at the best of times, your brain to be thinking clearly, but when you're doing burpees, you lose the ability to think, you lose the ability to speak. Yeah, it gets a little bit tricky. So yeah, counting and remembering, I mean, they don't really work that well anyway at the best of times, let alone when I'm doing burpees. So I think you can consider yourself fortunate that you got what you got. I thought of a really good question to ask you last week and I've completely forgotten it. Jane, I feel your pain. Debbie, great. I don't like watching the burpees as I'm sitting on my duff watching this. They're burpees, not bumpies. I think the bumpies are something else, aren't they? If people two people get together and do the bumpies, don't they? Or is that the humpy bumpies? I don't know, something like that. Or is it just me? Or maybe it's Klaus. Yeah, Klaus does the bumpies. Yeah, loves the bumpies. But he doesn't go to the gym to do it. He'll go anywhere and do the bumpies. Ronnie for president, I agree. I managed to find a store that sells me apples cheaper because they know that I carry them to horses. The woman working there couldn't believe at first that I, a 45-year-old man with a beard, what was going and well, I've had to adjust the angle to try and get some coverage. Don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. Right, again. That's so annoying, isn't it? Yeah, we were talking about goat today, and yeah, we just can't quite believe it's just over over a week, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite surreal. But then I still feel that about Daisy and little Millie the cat and Mufasa. You know, it's just, you sort of look around and you kind of expect them to see them and they're not there anymore, and it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit sad. But yeah, it gets better, doesn't it? Like a rabbi and a mean look. I was buying apples and taking them to the horses, to eat, but they believed me. I didn't try to get it, and now I have better horses. I probably completely misread that. It didn't make any sense, because instead of paying 3 plun, I pay 1 plun per kilogram. The horses are doing better and I'm even more happy about it. Oh, that's good. What's a plun? We're losing you. Yeah, you're lucky. I'd consider yourself fortunate if you're losing me. Just thank God for that. He's gone. Very kind. He was a wonderful boy. Oh, yeah, I bet he was. Has Klaus emerged yet? Jane, you just tune in for Klaus, don't you? I know you're filth, absolute filth. It's a kindred spirit, you see, that's the problem. But Klaus is a deviant, all right? So Jane, what does that say about you? Where do I get to donate for the pellet maker if I'm in the States? Tonda, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, go to jacobsridge.com/shop. Go on there and you'll see under pressure press up, and when you press that you'll see £1, and it doesn't matter if you're in the States because it will do the conversion automatically for you. Just add however many. If you want to do £1 or you want me to do 1 press up, that's fine, that's lovely, thank you. If you want me to do 12,000 press ups, that's also totally okay, I'll do it. All right, you know, just let's just get there. Yeah, but you can put in there in the box if you so desire, and if if you're a good person, you know, I'm not saying you're a bad person, but you know, if you had a good heart and you just wrote no press ups required, you know, I'm just saying that would be a nice thing to do, wouldn't it? Be lovely. But you know, you could just say, or you can write get on with it, and I'll get on with it. But it's up to you. I mean, you know, you decide what kind of person you are. It's very telling, to be honest. It's very telling. Jan, for instance, you know, it's very telling. I made a donation to your Under Pressure campaign. No press ups required. Let you off that one, Julian. Anne, thank you very much. You see, Anne, I knew the kind of person you were. That's great. Thank you very much. Mary, I have a great screenshot from the video with Ronnie's head on your body. Your face is covered up by Ronnie's head. How do I get it to you? I got one on email. It's left my brain now of who sent it to me on email. But yeah, quite a few people have messaged me saying about how it just looks like Ronnie's head's on my shoulders, which is hilarious. Or we're just double-headed, which is quite funny. They ate the pigs. Oh, huge family. I can't eat what I raise. No, I couldn't do that. Well, I can't eat animals, full stop. Hi, Julian. Nice workout with the donkey. Thanks, Bill. Glad you liked it. I think he's on the tractor with Rachel. Picture better. There we go. Oh, I've got to catch up here, haven't I? Hi from Holly 8. Shall I try and catch up a little bit more? Giant haystacks back to Saturday 70s. Yeah, I just thought of that. You are nice, sir. Oh, thank you very much, Ambreen. Was that for me? I reckon Klaus is good with clutch control. Jane, there's not much that Klaus cannot do. This is all I'm saying. Klaus will try anything. I mean, whatever helps get in gear, you know? I mean, you must press the pedal sometimes and tweak things. Hi from New York City. Hi, Barbara. How you doing? The donkeys can live to 50. Yeah, I know. I'm actually, which is really weird, because some of the animals here are probably going to outlive me, which is a really weird thought. So it's like everything I do now, I'm trying to work out, make sure that they're all covered for when I'm gone, which is weird, isn't it? Isn't that strange? It's like many years ago, we had a tortoise, and you know that tortoise got handed down through the family, like I think it's still in the family now. It's not with me, obviously, it's back in the UK, but that tortoise, I think, has been through like 4 generations of people. It's incredible. Amazing. It's still there. Still is Steve a young one. Donkeys live forever. Oh, well, I hope he does. Anne says, my dad used to love watching the wrestling. Yes, every Saturday on the TV. Great entertainment. Oh, Anne, it wasn't great entertainment. Are you talking about World of Sport? Giant haystacks. So to our American buddies, so there was a television program. I don't imagine you would have got it over there because you would have been on far better things than we were brought up on. But World of Sport. And there was the host was called Dickie Davis. And there was wrestling, and in the crowd it was full of old ladies with handbags, and they would shout and throw their handbags at the wrestlers, and it was just all staged. It was just such staged tosh. It was just hilarious. And there was 2 main characters. You had Big Daddy, who was this great big guy. His name was his real name was what was his real name? You're gonna call me out now on this. Anyway, there was Shirley. His real name was Shirley, but he went by the name of Big Daddy. Great big guy, and he was like the goodie. And then you had Giant Haystacks, hence Giant Haystacks, and he was this mammoth guy, just this huge colossus of a man with this great big beard, long hair. And these two used to have these great wrestling matches. It wasn't really wrestling, it was just choreographed entertainment. But it used to fill our screens every Saturday. I hated it. It was terrible. How can you say that was great entertainment, Anne? It wasn't. It was bad entertainment. There was no entertainment there. It was funny watching the old ladies in the crowd. That was funny. And he does like popping in. Yeah. And popping out sometimes. We're all getting along a bit. Yeah, we are. My pleasure. Oh, thank you very much, Debbie, for that. How long do horses live on average, and also the donkeys? Well, the horses, again, they can live sort of like into their 40s. Donkeys a little bit older. depending on their environment, obviously, and their feed and their health and all the rest of it. But yeah, in a good environment. Mufasa was in his 30s. Star was in her 30s. But you know, they get complications. You know, as long as they don't get any complications arise, it can be good. But once they get things like, you know, the Cushing's disease, or you know, they pick up an injury, or it could be anything that can just knock them over, because they do get weak. Star used to fall over, you know, that, bless her. You know, I've seen her take a fright, you know, from a situation, and literally just fall over. And yeah, but she was sort of early 30s. I have a lot of 30 plus aged horses. I've known donks who lived into their 40s. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thing is though, when the old horses get older, they get more expensive. They need specialist care, and well, in my experience, and then they need different food, and it all gets very expensive. Hold on a minute. I hope this steak doesn't come down. It's going to be the funniest live ever. That will go down in history, that will. Crushed by a half a ton bale of Avenatti. Where are we? Oops. Oh my God, did I say? Okay, sorry, lost that. I've just read in the middle of reading a message there. Equines can live a long time. That's why they end up with many owners. I can't imagine giving up my horse. No, I agree, and I don't understand that. Well, I do. You know, people get into situations, I suppose, and you know, everybody's different, and you know, circumstances change. But you know, all things being equal, and if all things are progressing well, I think once you've bonded with your animals, you know, it's very difficult to give them up. I would struggle. I would really struggle, because I love them all. You know, they're like my family, and you know, I spend time with them. You know, they're part of, like I say, they're part of the family, and I can't ever imagine, you know, handing them over or saying, well, that's it, no more, sorry, bye, you know, bye, Jacob. I just couldn't. No, it wouldn't happen. I just don't think it would happen. I hope, anyway. Klaus is always adjusting the angle. Yeah, Jans, this is important. The angle is very important. How is wonderful Murphy today? Yes, how is wonderful Murphy? Sue McAvoy, thank you very much for your super chat. Thank you. Celebrate the first super chat from Sue McAvoy. Sue McAvoy, we are celebrating your first super chat. Thank you very, very much for that. It's very generous of you. If 126 people are watching, why are there only 99 likes? Well, perhaps some people don't like what they're seeing, you know, and what can I say? You can't account for taste, you know. Most people would watch this and would double like it. You know, if I'm not mistaken, they would double like it. But, you know, some people, they don't like it. You know, all I can put that down to is just jealousy. It's got to be. Yeah, so just a little friendly reminder, please go and hit the like button. That would be marvellous. Thank you so much. And also, if you wouldn't mind terribly, in case you haven't done, would you mind going over to YouTube, to our channel, and hitting the subscribe button? That would also be delightful. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, thank you. Oh, hold on a minute. We've got a... Don't wee up that back. Oi! It wasn't very... It just came up here and weed on the horse food. Dirty dog. Anyway. Just a little something towards the pellet machine. Well, thank you, Sue. That's brilliant. Thank you. On what date volunteers can come over? Well, Sandra, the first volunteers are here. Well, obviously we've got the team, but the first volunteers start arriving, I think, in 2 weeks. And they are coming, then we're here, they'll be coming over a 6-week period. Then there's a break in the middle because of the heat. It's just not a nice environment to be working in. It's certainly not a nice environment to be volunteering in. So we just go right back down to the team again for July and August, and then towards the end of September we open up again until into October. So there's not that many opportunities to come along this year because they're pretty much all gone, all taken. And then we will be, we've had to do that as well because we've had to manage of the transition from one sanctuary to the next. So obviously we don't want to just overpromise to people and make, you know, because it's a big thing, and you know, you're coming here, it's a holiday, we appreciate that, you want to have a good time, and we just want to make sure that it's all good. We would hate for people to come here and not have the, you know, experience that they thought they were going to have. So we just want to make sure that we provide that possibilities and the opportunities to do that. So hopefully next year then we'll be back up to full steam. We'll be at the new place, and yeah, it'll be a different story altogether. Oh no, Rachel's off she goes. I just got, oh, there's Django, he's following on. Did you miss your ride, Django? He just follows her around everywhere. So yeah, Sandra, I think there might be some little tiny little windows available this year. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check, but yeah. Right, hold on a minute. Hold on. Jane says, I confess I have a weakness for Klaus. Oh, yeah, this is normal. Okay, Jane, I mean, this happens a lot. Everybody gets weak in the end. It takes a lot of strength. Right. I'm newish. I need to meet Klaus. I've heard a lot about him. Cherokee girl, you don't want to meet Klaus. It's not pleasant. Actually, yeah, it's very pleasant. Depends what you want. I don't know how. No, it has to be kept under control. Like I say, Klaus is an utter deviant, and no, you don't want to be talking to Klaus too much. It gets inside your head. Oh yeah. Wow, I've just read that 1/3 of the food grown in the world is wasted. That's huge. I hope the pellet project is a huge success. Linda, yeah, that's incredible. 1/3 is wasted. Do you know what? That wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, well, I'm hoping anyway, if we can do a deal, because I think it will be a no-brainer really, because if I can do a deal with the market stall holders, we can go and talk to them. We can either look at it from donation or possibly, you know, doing something with them. I don't know. We'll work it out. But we've just got to. It's just creative. You know, you just got to get creative, and you know, that's part of the fun and that's part of the challenge, isn't it? It's, you know, when you're facing it, and I think the difficulty is, or what adds to it is that it can't fail. You've just like, there's no option. You can't fail. You've got to find it. So it forces your creative juices to flow, so you have to really, you know, dig deep, you know, because yeah. Oh no, Klaus. Jane, this is what you've done now. This is why we keep Klaus under control. Rachel and the animals need you to survive, so just donate without the push-ups, please. Audine, it's okay, it's all good, because actually I read somewhere, no, it was a personal trainer, he said, if you can do 40 press-ups, unbroken, you know, just get down and do 40 press-ups. If you can do 40 press-ups, you'll never die of a heart attack. That's quite a bold statement, isn't it? Unfortunately, to get to the 40, you might die along the way. So yeah, we're just gonna go. We're gonna go steady. So yeah, so I'm committing to 4,000 press-ups. That's what I'm committed to in my mind. So the more donations that come through that say no press-ups required, that reduces that number. So hopefully we'll get down to 1, and that'll be the one that I already owe you. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm just catching up on these. The expression. Right, I'm going to move out of this location because it keeps dropping out. So I'm going to go up here, which I think might be a slightly stronger. What do you call it? I don't know. Well, no. What do you know? Why are you asking me? What it is? I don't know what it is. What have I got on me? Oh, it's straw. My brain, seriously. Reception. That's the word. Reception. We got there in the end. Does that happen to you? I'm sure it does. Right, hold on. Right, we're gonna we're going to come around to here now. See, hopefully, wow, a little bit of, if I come here, then I shouldn't get run over by the tractor when it comes back round. Okay, so let me try and catch up on these chats. Ronnie was extra special the other day, was so extra the other day. Yeah, he really was. I don't know what got into him, but he was funny. What do you all eat for protein? I like tasty and savoury foods. Do you and Rachel have any recommendations? Mary, yeah, that's a question for Rachel, because yeah, she's pretty hot on all that to make sure that we all get what we need. There's no point asking me. I don't know. I actually don't know. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit of a dinosaur in that I don't really understand kitchens, and I don't fully understand how it all works. The extent of my cooking, seriously, is toast, which I'm pretty good at, I must say. Baked beans. I can do baked beans on toast. Oh, the only other thing I can do is a tagine. I can make a really mean tagine. Yeah, that's it. So I don't know about proteins. That would be a question for Rachel. She'll be joining us in a minute, and we can ask her, because I don't know what you'd do with that. Hi guys from Cornwall. Lovely to see you doing all those burpees. Well done. Thanks, Gail. And hello, Cornwall. I love Cornwall. I would like to live there one day. I think it's really nice down there. It's beautiful. Shalom from SoCal. Hi Shah. Shalom back to you. Website is very well done. Oh, thank you, Grandma Deb 100. That's a very nice thing to say. It's yeah, we've just been developing it year on year. We've just been adding to it and trying to, like, we don't get a lot of time to sort of like get stuck into it, and the SEO on it is all wrong, and you know, there's so much wrong with that website, but it's pretty, and I think there's lots of some nice videos and images of the animals on there as well, which is nice. Thank you. Right, hold on a minute. Am I the only one who goes over the fence to said horses? I'm just violating privacy. I'm breaking the law, but I don't care. I go to the horses with apples, and as soon as they notice me. Well, the thing is, the only thing to remember is you should be very careful if you're feeding horses that you don't know, because you don't know if they're on medication. You don't, like, for instance, if we had, when Mufasa was here, he was on a special, he had to go through a special period of food because he had chronic stomach ulcers, and so we had to monitor what food he was having and how much he was eating. So in those circumstances, if someone had been coming onto the sanctuary at that point and just giving him food without talking to us or without us knowing, that would have been quite a tricky situation and potentially dangerous for Mufasa. So although you think you're doing it with the right intentions, and I totally understand that, when it comes to actually feeding animals that aren't yours, I would shy away from it. Or maybe if you want to feed them, just double check, find out who the owner is, go and knock on their door and just say, is it okay? Just double check, because you would feel terrible if, could you imagine if you were doing something out of the goodness of your heart that you then found out to be something that was harming the animal that you're trying to show affection to? So yeah, that's my only advice on that. It's a lovely thing to do. It is, yeah, it's beautiful, and it's a very nice, it's a nice experience, isn't it? But yeah, just double check with the owner. Don't just feed them, willy-nilly, because you just don't know what that willy-nilly. That's an English thing, isn't it? Do you say that in America, willy-nilly? Yeah, ad hoc or whatever the word is. I don't know. Yeah, just don't do that. So I would just double check on that. Dickie Davis had an amazing moustache. Jane, Dickie Davis had the most fantastic moustache. I feel like Klaus should have a moustache, really. I feel like he should have a Dickie Davis moustache. Dickie Davis, what a name. Even that name is brilliant, isn't it? That's a real 70s name, isn't it? Dickie Davis. People have to leave their parrots and tortoises to someone. I have friends with inherited pets they grew up with. Yes, it's incredible. Hold on a minute. Right, hold on. Are you going to join us?
Are you going to join me?
I can't, because I've got no coverage. Well, I almost got flattened there by Rachel and the tractor. Right. I don't know. I think I get more satisfaction from it than the horses that I regularly feed practically every day. The owner already met me and even wanted me to. Oh, well, that's great then. Oh, wanted to teach him the saddle, but I gently and kindly avoided it. These horses are not fit for saddle. Oh, that's good. These are animals saved from slaughter, which only need freedom and food, not training. Ah, yeah, good, good, good. Excellent. Yeah, so, well, it sounds like you know what... yeah, it sounds like you know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was my. That's good that you've made contact with the owner. You know the situation, and I'm really pleased that those horses have got you looking out for them, because you know that's half the problem, isn't it? You know, people will assume that horses are to be ridden. That's and that's not necessarily the fault of the person with that point of view. It's just the indoctrination that we have from day one, is that horses equal riding. And it's like, if you suggest to someone that we keep horses that aren't ridden, it doesn't kind of fit, and it poses questions, and don't really understand it. And it's like, well, but I think once you've developed that relationship with horses, and it's not based on riding them, and it is just based on being with them, keeping them healthy, nurturing them, giving them space, all of that, then the rewards are immense. They are immense rewards, because working so closely with such magnificent and gentle animals and such subtle animals is a real privilege. And I agree with you, and thank you for doing that, for looking out for them, because horses really need it. And there's some countries are worse than others, where the horses are just a possession. They're there to be ridden, and that's it. And there's so much more to them. Anyway, you need a furry thing. You need a furry thing of your microphone to stop the wind. Ask Klaus if you require guidance. Yeah, I should get a furry thing for the end of my thing. Shirley Crabtree. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Shirley Crabtree. Right, hold on a minute. I'm so far behind here. Mary, thank you very much for your super chat. Love to all on Jacob's Ridge. No burpee required, but you do have to give the donkeys a big hug from me. Well, that's all right, Mary. We can do that. No problem at all. Hit the like button, guys. Are you sure that the giant haystack behind you is safe? No, I'm definitely sure it wasn't safe. If you saw it from a distance, you'd realise just how, well, it's outrageously wonky, and it will go over. I think one gust of wind and the thing will go over. For all the laughter you guys bring me. Tonda, thank you very much for your super chat. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much. Europe breeds their animals much better. Our oldest, strongest, healthiest horses are from Europe. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because the horses in America, they all originate from Spain. And, that's quite something, really. That's where they all come from. Is from Spain. That's why horses are there in the US, which is mind-blowing. But I was quite surprised when I found that out. I like the wrestler Apollo. I think he was called. He did fantastic gymnastics. Cat Weasel and Pat Roach were funny too. Cat Weasel and Pat Roach. Pat Roach. I remember Pat Roach. Cat Weasel? Don't remember Cat Weasel. I don't know. Listen. Jan, you're obviously so much older than me. I was a little baby at this time. I can only remember the big ones, haystacks and things, because I was only little. I was tiny. I was like brand new. You were obviously one of those old ladies sitting at the side of the thing, waving your handbag. I bet it brings back great memories for you, Jan. When you live to take care of the animals, life without is unthinkable. Absolutely, I agree with you. Hold on a minute. I always thumbs up on the way in, then I can't forget. Oh, that's lovely. I wish I could thumbs up as many times as I want. Yeah, that would be nice. I see only 35 likes. Grandma Deb 100. 35. No, we're showing here. It's showing 168 likes, which is tremendous. Thank you very much. Sorry, his name was Jackie Pallo. Just looked him up. Jackie Pallo. Don't remember that one at all. Sorry. Again, Jan, we're back to your time back in the 70s with your handbag. I mean, yeah. I've got to stop it now because I'm going to get the horse food. Wee. Oh no, sorry, we're miles back. I'm so far behind. Right, I've got to catch up. Right. Joe Woods, I'm hoping Grace has a great London Marathon raising dollar for Jacob's Ridge. Yeah, absolutely. Grace is raising money for us. I think her total at the moment is 1,100 for Jacob's Ridge for the sanctuary, which is amazing. So yeah, big thanks to Grace, and yeah, go and give her a like, and yeah, give her some support. Why do dogs always have to pee on new hay? I know. Why do they have to pee on everything? Barney pees on everything, anything. If he sees anything at all, he has to pee on it. It's ridiculous. We had a volunteer here, I think it was last year, no, it was the year before. Literally, he was standing in front of me. I was talking to him. The volunteer is supporting the sanctuary. He's working hard. Barney just comes up to him and just wheezes on him. And just wheezes in his boot while he's wearing it. While he's standing talking to me, Barney just wheezed on him. I was so embarrassed. Couldn't believe it. It was like, thanks, Barney. That's the way to treat our supporters. Aldine says, I think that if it was best for an animal, you would give away an animal if needed because you love them so. Yeah, again, totally agree with that statement. Yeah. Yeah, I have met people here when we've been involved in certain rescues when they've been given a really good option that's great for the animal, and they didn't take it, and that's happened a couple of times, and your mind boggles, and you just see them, you know, the animal suffering, the people are suffering. They clearly love the animal, which is, you know, you understand that, and it's just that their predicament is not great. And they get themselves in a muddle. You try and get them out, you try and help them out and give them an option, but they just won't take it because their love for the animal is greater, or rather their need for the animal is greater probably than their love for the animal. And yeah, it's very disappointing when you see that. Anne says, forget the dog pee in the hay. How often did you find chicken eggs? Well, we don't have chickens, so we don't have the eggs and everything. But in the past, yeah, we did have chickens, and it was just eggs everywhere, just eggs everywhere. And then one day, it's just when we lived up in the mountains, an eagle, believe it or not, flew over the top, swooped down, and decimated the chickens. Absolutely decimated. It was carnage, unbelievable. And then for weeks afterwards, we would find little stacks of eggs where the chickens, because they were free range, obviously, just roaming around. But they just came there. They lost it during the day. The eagle came down and got them. We don't have hens, no. Django, oh my word, I'm so far behind. Right, I'm going to skip a few here. I'm very sorry to do this. Janet says, I had my horse for over 26 years and went through some tough times. I went hungry, never my horse. He's always had the best of everything. He saved my life by just being him on many occasions. Yeah, preach on, sister. Oh, that is so true, isn't it? That how many times, my word, have those horses, yeah, that when when you're having a bad day, when things aren't going right, they are just so subtle. They're absolute mind readers, and they know just what to do. They're lifesavers. Absolute lifesavers. If you could bottle it, you would solve so many problems, because and I think unless you've been around them in that way or had that connection with a horse, I don't think you really ever appreciate it, or you don't understand it, because when it happens, it's very, very strong. They're amazing animals. Roberta says, I've never met Klaus. Well, you'd know if you had met him, I think. Yeah, Klaus is you would know. You would definitely know. Things would be uncomfortable for a little while. Michael Caine, yeah. Okay, Cheryl, I can't spell. Oh, okay. Julian, maybe would be less risky for you and family if you sat somewhere else. Pity to have extra risks. Yeah. Yes, it's true. It would have been less risky to sit under the
the high giant haystacks in a high wind, but it would be fun. It's more fun. I think you've got to live life on the edge. You know, you've got to just take those risks because, you know, that's living. Jane, I imagine Klaus looks like Father Time. Like Father Time. Like Father Time. You think so? Mike, thank you very much for your super chat. About giving up horses, I had to place our 6 equines with Zeb's Wish in Oregon as my wife developed dementia. I couldn't care for them myself anymore, and she forgot they existed. She just passed third 80. Oh no, that's terrible. I'm so sorry, Mike. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I was saying. I think all things being equal, and obviously situations, circumstances, etc. Yeah, but no, I totally, I feel for you. That's a lot of loss, you know. That's a lot of loss, and you know, not only with, you know, your wife, but your horses as well. And I think going through something like that is devastating, absolutely devastating. And yeah, I feel for you. My heart goes out for you 100%. And yeah, that's not happy. That's not happy. But thank you very much for your super chat. Thank you. Yeah, big hugs to Mike from the UK. Right, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Right, we've got here people in chat. Right, YouTube algorithms got me again 3 times. I had to resubscribe on all my favorite channels and redo notifications. I never get the live reminders. You might want to check your settings. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. I have heard that actually, people having to resubscribe. Anne says, we had this emergency alert test this afternoon at 3 p.m. in the UK on everybody's mobile. Well, I never got it, and I think a lot of other people didn't get it either.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
You didn't get it either? No. Did you have it turned on?
Yeah, I think so.
I turned all my alerts off, so I can't be doing all that.
No, maybe they're turned off already.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Linda says, the new cookbook sounds great. I need some good vegan recipes. Linda, you are going to love Steve's cookbook. It's amazing. Where do we get protein from?
Where do we get protein from?
Yeah, could you answer
vegans?
that? Yeah.
Beans, legumes, grains, peas, soya. Yeah, fake meat is usually protein based. Nuts. Some of the highest are peas.
Yeah.
Peas are really high in protein, and soya as well. And hemp, things like hemp seeds and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, thank you. Well, I was asked a question and then I attempted to answer it, and then my mind overrode immediately my brain, my mouth, and said, don't, because you don't know what you're talking about. Just shut up. So I said, just wait until Rachel's here because it will make sense. Bridget says, Mike, my deepest sympathies. So sorry for your loss, Mike, says Ordine. Annie says, this afternoon, the government sent a message to everyone's mobile just to check they can in case of emergencies. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. Anne says, Murphy the Wonder Dog, ready for his nap, thinks your bumpies campaign is working. He said Steve calls them bumpies, not press-ups or bonkies or whatever. Yeah, it's the bumpies. I think it's Klaus the bumpies. Thank you very much, Murphy the Wonder Dog. I enjoy your little nap. Cherokee Girl says, I'm with you, Julian. Cooking is not for me. Just got a toaster last night. Absolutely. Baked beans on toast. I think I'm there. Yeah, absolutely. Have you ever seen Amish? Amish. Is that an Irish man? Amish McCain. I haven't seen Amish.
Amish or Amish?
Is that the Amish? Do you mean? Too many apples can't ferment in their gut. Oh, too many apples can ferment in their gut. Absolutely, yeah. Apples are, yeah, you've got to be a little bit careful with the old apples. When I was very little, much little, you're Jan, sorry, I'm not going on about you again, Jan, but this was back in the 70s. I was tiny, and we had a goat. The family had a goat. My mum and dad, this little brown goat, and the goat was called Benji. And unfortunately, Benji got into an orchard, an apple orchard, and he ate so many apples, and the next day we didn't realise he'd broken into this orchard. The next day when we went there, he was dead, and they'd completely fermented in his gut, and he'd blown up like a balloon. And yeah, so I'm always I'm a little bit careful with apples. I think that experience had such an impact on me that whenever I give an animal an apple, I immediately see Benji, and yeah, so I'm very careful with apples. So yeah, please be careful with the old apples, especially
Yeah,
not
fine
too
as
many.
a treat once in a while.
Yeah, and I tend to like give them a quarter of an apple as a treat, rather than a whole one. Careful how you feed horses, because whole treat in flat palm, not fingers. Found out hard way as a little girl. Yeah, they're always the best lessons. Although I didn't find out any lessons when I was a little girl. Amish treat their animals horribly. Really? Do they? That's terrible. I didn't know that.
They obviously use them for working, don't they? Like
Yeah.
farming and stuff.
Fui Manchu, I love to cook. My ex-wife figured out how to start a fire boiling water. In all fairness,
Impressive.
I made doll clothing with the clothes dryer, so we made a compromise. Yeah, totally with you on that one as well.
Lizards.
Lizards are running up on my puppy. What?
Lizards are running on your puppy.
Lizards are running on your puppy? Is that a euphemism? I mean, as it's for Klaus? Yeah, get your lizards on my
Lizard
puppy.
lady, so I assume that she's got lizards.
She has lots of lizards. Yeah, we love the lizards. I'd love them running all over my puppy. Cherokee girl, just like their women. Oh, really? They don't. Oh, okay.
What?
I presume we're talking about the Amish people and the way they treat their animals, and it's just like the women.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I can't pass comment on such things. I have no idea. Size matters with their food too. Choking hazard. Willy-nilly is an American saying too. Oh, right, okay. Size does matter. Yes, choking hazards, yeah. Jane. Yes, the Amish, for most part, are awful with their tractors and cars. Oh, wait, they are living, breathing, feeling horses that are worked to death. Oh, my God. Willy-nilly is Klaus's best friend. Okay, I'm catching up. I'm getting there, guys. Just stick with me, will you? I already met the owner. He feeds them with oats, hay, raw potatoes, and even confectionery bread obtained from returns. I was there 2 or 3 times. Oh, that's good. Potatoes. I didn't know.
I don't think you meant to. Or bread.
No, bread's not good at all. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, we've had worse. I mean, some of the animals.
Lemons.
Yeah, some of the horses that we've rescued were being fed lemons. Yeah. Lemons. Just the mind boggles, doesn't it? It's just like, well, yeah. Oh, yeah, because everybody knows horses eat lemons. You are the equine Steve Irwin. Oh, do you think so? I don't think so. Steve Irwin, he was Australian. He was very excited. He was very, very excited, Steve Irwin. That's all right, mate. I won't hurt you. I'll get you like that. You got to grab the horse by the back leg, lift him up. That's all right. Look at his little face looking at you. He won't hurt you. That was my best Steve Irwin. Wow, your days are getting longer. It's usually dark there by now. Well, Willy Weed.
I don't even know what the time is.
I have no idea. I love your name, Willy Weed. It's a great name. Another one of Klaus's best friends. All right, hold on a minute. Hold on. Got to get a bit organised here. Do you want to hold?
Are you really behind?
I'm so far behind.
I feel like you probably are.
Yeah, I'm miles behind.
Okay.
Come on.
Have we got a tripod?
We have got a tripod.
Stand.
His name is Klaus.
Does this come out?
Yeah.
How?
Just have to open it. There you go. Yeah, this is good.
How's that?
Yes, this is perfect. Look at me. I'm amazing. Right, okay. Oh, okay. You can join me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's catch up a little bit.
Let's do it. Where are we?
Horses are magical. Every animal deserves respect and kindness. I agree.
Yes. I don't know why Klaus is here now. Klaus is like full time here now.
Julian has it out for Jan. He's jealous of her love for Klaus. I was wondering, you could see in the last video that the donkey with the neck fat is getting worse. I don't remember her name. Sorry, will you be treating her soon? It's untreatable. You can't it is an accumulation of fat. They call it a fallen crest. And yeah, there's nothing you can do other than watch their diet. And she's not on a rich diet at all.
So previously, Dottie was on a very rich diet, which is why she has laminitis. So her hooves grow at an alarmingly quick rate, and the fallen crest is just something that is a symptom of that. It's not getting any worse. She's quite happy. She's got a very content life. And we
it's not painful or anything.
No.
It's just
it could be that maybe, it may be a video angle or something like that makes it look worse, but I assure you, we see it, we're with them all the day, every day, and we keep an eye on her. The only thing is with Dottie right now is she does have problems with her feet, so we will be asking the farrier to come out and have another look at her feet. I noticed yesterday that she's just starting to walk a little bit funny again, but again, you pick these things up really quickly because you're working with them every day. If there's a slight change in their behavior, you notice it, you pick it up. So yeah, don't worry. Thank you very much though for looking out for her. I appreciate the comment.
Right.
Right, where are we?
Sandra van den Bosch.
See you later, Sandra.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. She's
Bye.
probably gone already.
She's probably gone, yeah.
Just so you
Years
know,
ago.
I keep a brick in my handbag, and it's coming at Julian's head.
Jan used to watch she used to be, those old ladies that used to watch the wrestling in the 70s. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Loads of old ladies used to go, like, they were really, really, really old, like really, really old ladies.
That was Jan.
Yeah, Jan was there.
Oh, okay. Any more encounters or news on the stallion from next door?
Emma, just don't even bring that up. Thank you very much. We're moving on. I'm not even answering that question. Thank you.
Fate.
But no.
When I got breast cancer, I knew it'd be hard to care for my toy fox terrier. She was always in my arms and I was in for a long fight. I rehomed her and it broke my heart, but she was fine. Oh, that's very difficult.
Yeah, I think, I mean, what we're talking about now, with you and with Mike, we're talking about, we were discussing about once you've bonded with the animal, the thought of giving them up is like impossible. You just can't, which, in situations like that, I can only say that it must be, you've already got a really hard fight on your hand, and then you add that. I don't want to think about it. I hope I'm never in that situation. And my heart goes out to you also. It's like that's a tough one. That's really tough.
Why did you choose Spain for the sanctuary?
Well, we didn't really. It wasn't chosen because the sanctuary kind of happened really out of necessity. What is it? Necessity is the mother of invention, and it's very much true with this situation here. It just started off with, a few animals needing a home, and so on and so forth. Then came the horses. Then needed to feed the horses. Then had to get creative, and we've been creative ever since. We just finding ways to do it, to make it happen. So it wasn't like it was a conscious decision to let's go to Spain and we're going to open up an animal sanctuary. It was more like, I think the original decision for Spain was cost of living, because the cost of living was, I'm sure it probably still is much lower than it is in the UK. So it was cost of living, quality of life. And also, I don't do very well with grey skies. I like sunshine. That's what happens when you give Rachel control of the camera.
I was watching it. I was engrossed.
You were engrossed. You have to hold it, I think.
Okay. Do you eat tofu? Yes, we do. We eat tofu, tempeh, and seitan. They're all good protein sources.
Rachel does this amazing tofu where, because tofu it can be a real slimy, horrible, disgusting product. I mean, just there. And then, but Rach does this thing with it, which is like, I don't know what you do with it, but it's amazing. And it's it's a little bit crispy, and you put, so it's really tangy and tasty. And then you put it in a nice salad, and
Yeah,
you have-
just roast it with oil and salt.
Oh,
and
it's
then
amazing.
What, put some sauce or something
It's
on
made me
it.
hungry just thinking about it. It's so good. It is so
Okay.
good. Anyway,
Uh,
right, come on, let's catch up. Let's catch up. Let's get
okay,
there.
Sorry, we're scooching.
Oh, our super chats are on 19520, which is brilliant, guys. That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great Irwin impression. Okay.
Oh, we're at Urban impression.
Uh,
That's all right, mate. I won't hurt you.
Rachel, you're always so calm. How do you do it? What's your secret?
Yeah, what is
It's-
that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
No, it's just my nature.
It's your demeanour.
Yeah.
You are very calm. You're calm under pressure as well. You're calm in a crisis. You don't really ever lose your
Bananas.
bananas. You never lose your bananas, which is
No,
quite
not
impressive,
really.
really. I threw a duvet at Rachel today. I'm embarrassed to say, but I will tell you, I threw a duvet at Rachel today because I had a hissy fit. Because I was at the new place. It's got these little cabins, and they're small. They're really small. And Rachel has been working hard up there today, cleaning everything, getting it all ready, sorting out some bits and pieces. I'm in this attic crawl space where there's a little bed, and I'm up there trying to sort that out, but it's just no, I'm like, you can't move. So I'm doubled up, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, it's hot, and I'm trying to make a bed in this crawl space. And I asked Rachel to pass me up the duvet. And so Rachel prepared the duvet and she passed it up to me, and I was trying to put it on a bed whilst being doubled up and like not banging my head, and my back was aching and all these things like that. And in the end, I just had a complete hissy fit. I don't know what came over me, and Rachel was at the bottom of the, cause you have to get up to this bit. It's like a mezzanine floor, but it's very, very high, but it's wood, but it's like a mezzanine floor. So I'm up there and she's halfway up the ladder, and I just went, oh, this bloody duvet, and I just threw it down the stairs and launched it at Rachel's head. And so Rachel was like, you weren't very impressed.
Oh, it's quite a heavy duvet. No, my neck was like that.
So I nearly broke your neck.
You nearly broke my neck with a duvet.
With the duvet. And that's what I mean. Rachel doesn't lose her bananas. I had to obviously immediately backtrack. I wasn't very impressed. But I've shared that now. I've shared
Okay.
that despicable behaviour with the duvet.
Yes.
That's what happens. Anyway.
Monique,
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much
much
for your
for your
super
super
chat.
chat.
Thank you.
can see Black Dog, please. And he's already been on his what? Did you not see them?
Yeah, he came down, had a wee all over the Avenatti,
Oh,
and
that's
then ran
nice.
off.
Sounds like Forte.
Hote has
Insulin.
insulin resistance.
Do you mean Dotty?
Oh.
Scary for foundering.
Insulin resistance. I don't know.
Is that a don't know. Is that a symptom of it?
I don't know. I'll have to have a look. We'll have to have a look into that. Thank you for that.
Yes,
We'll explore that one.
Research. Oh, Lisa, thank you very much. for your
Lisa,
super chat.
thank you.
It is a joy to see the growth of your follower base, new sponsorships, etc. How long will the Underpress Your campaign run?
Oh, 5 years. Because if I've got to do, I'm thinking a press up a month. You know, should get there. No, we're aiming to run it from. We're going to do a post. We just didn't get a chance to put the post out on social media today, but it's going to run from today, and I think it runs for. Is it 6 weeks, or is it 8
8.
weeks? 8 weeks. So we're going to spread it. So it's 4,000 press ups. So obviously we've had to give it a little bit of time, because otherwise I think we'll be in a bit of trouble. So yeah, that's for 8 weeks we should be there.
Just started using smoked tofu. That's good. It's like our bacon replacement.
It's really good. Yeah, if you cut it really thin, smoked tofu, cut it really thin and fry it, it's like, wow, it's like bacon. Yeah.
Rachel, what's your favourite, I'm guessing, dish to cook? I'm interested in recipes and spices from around the world. What's my favourite dish to cook? At the moment, anything that's quick, because yeah, I just don't have a lot of time to be in the kitchen. So probably the pesto pasta that you like,
I love pesto.
because that's
pasta.
really easy and it's very tasty.
Mm.
Yeah, it's sun-dried tomato pesto pasta with roasted cauliflower.
No. Oh, you lost me there. I was completely into that.
Is Rachel your wife? Do you have a theatrical background or just a gift of gab?
Rachel is my wife to be, and we are engaged to be married, and we will probably be tying the knot this year at some point, if we can find the time, space, place, etc. I am an actor. Rachel is an actor as well, and yeah, so that's the theatrical background, darling.
You two are yin and yang.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. That is bang on, actually. Yeah.
Does Julian have a naughty step?
No, but Klaus does.
No, maybe you should.
No, Klaus has a naughty step.
Yeah, well, we know.
We know.
Can see dogs.
What do you
for
mean I
first
should?
Live stream. Man United won on penalties.
Wow, that's good.
Well then, if you're being like naggy, I can just send you.
If I'm being naggy, do I get naggy?
Aggie. I
Oh,
mean
Aggie. A naughty step. What do you do? Just say, go and stand on that step. Stop
Yes.
being an idiot.
You have to make tofu just so. I freeze mine, then thaw, freeze again, and it'll end up being meaty like. Then cut cubes, fry it little, and put in stir fry.
Mm.
Okay.
So like a triple
I
freeze.
didn't know you could freeze, thaw, and then freeze again. I thought that was like a no-no. But yeah, if it works and it doesn't upset your stomach, then I guess that's good.
Well, isn't that just rice that you can't do that with?
No, any food. I think you're meant to double freeze.
Double freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Again,
Maybe if it's. I don't know.
I'm not getting involved in that whole conversation.
Your story reminds me of a character in a Scottish comedy sketch show, Chewing the Fat. When this character goes absolutely ballistic when he can't do something, he screams and shouts and goes mad. Have you seen Chewing the Fat?
No,
Okay.
no. I've heard of it.
Yeah, I don't really.
I'll have to have a look at
I
it.
used to watch it. Well, it used to be on when I was younger. My parents. would
Can
watch
I
it.
just say, I'm not a screamer and a shouter. I don't like that. It's quite rare that I will do that. It was just in this particular situation, and also I was a bit claustrophobic, and that freaks me out anyway. And I just watched that Mr. Ballin. I don't know if do you guys watch Mr. Ballin? If you don't, watch him. He's great. But he was telling a story about these poor guys that got trapped in a pipe. And it was just the most horrific, true story that happened only last year, and it freaked me out so much. The story got so in my head that was playing as well. So I'm in this crawl space. I'm trying to do this job, and the claustrophobia story was really in my head, and yeah, it just freaked me out. And so I'm not really. I just don't want you to think that I'm like this really like scream or shout it, because I'm not. I'm not, okay? God damn it!
Has anyone seen the Pivot episode in Friends? Reminds me of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you be renting out the new property, home and cave, while you await the permissions? Also, my sweet horse Posey is 4 years old today. Oh, happy birthday, Posey!
Oh, Jennifer, that's lovely.
We're talking about it.
Yeah, I think we have to make a decision sooner or later, because you otherwise your life is on hold and in the hands of these administration, of the administration, and how long do you wait? It's like, geez, you've got things to do. So yeah, we'll see. It's an option. I think it's an option that we might have to take.
Insulin resistance will cause the fallen crest. Also, fast growth of feet and coat.
Okay, well, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do some tests. That's interesting. And how do you treat that then? With injections?
I guess it's kind of like diabetes then, isn't it?
Yeah, must be. Top tip. Thank you for that one.
What's her IMDb? Oh, there's no point looking at my IMDb. There's nothing on there. It's mostly theatre work I've done, so yeah, there's no point in doing that. I refuse to say actor or comedian. Ladies are actresses and comedians. Why take the male term? What's wrong with separating the terms? Annoys me.
No, I agree. I wasn't making a statement by that. Sometimes I say actress, sometimes I say actor. I don't know.
I think it depends on the individual. Like, I know actresses that just like to be called actors. So
Yeah.
it's just personal preference, isn't it?
I don't think we're not really that precious about it, are we? You're not precious about it, are you?
No. Julian should have a naughty tractor seat. How long have you lived at the Sack?
Well, welcome to my life, Linda. This sack has been my life for many years.
It was me.
Ah.
I've lived here. Is this my 7th year?
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Yeah, this is year 7.
Okay, this is year 7. But when is the 7th year? In March. So has it already been 7 years? 16, 17.
No, 8 years.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
23 now.
2, 23. Shut up. That can be right.
8 years. 8 years.
No.
How could you have put up with me for 8 years?
I don't know how like my body still works.
I'll show you.
I emailed Mr. Boland to do your next Halloween.
Oh, yeah, he would be awesome. Although he just scares me. His stories, and he's so descriptive, and I get right into the way he tells a story, and you're there, aren't you? It's horrible. Oh my God, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It freaks me out.
Julian, I'm the same with that phobia. I can't spell. And yes, Mr. Allen is addictive. Mr. Boland.
Boland, yeah.
Mr. Boland, Django.
Horrific.
You're both very down to earth actors, but you need to be. If your nose is up in there, you might step in donkey dung.
Yeah, that's so true.
Hi from Edinburgh. Hi, Mama G.
Hi, Mama G.
Will we see a wedding soon? We've been talking about that, and we still can't decide what we want to do. So
I think it's going to have to be an elope.
I think so.
It's just the problem is having the time to do it, the planning, the expense. There's all of it, and you just think, well, what's the right way to do it really? So, and what's important really. That's the other thing as well, is just concentrate on what's important and what do you want. So, yeah, I think it might be an elope situation. I don't know yet. We'll keep you posted. You're all invited. We'll go live.
I wasn't having a go at you guys. It's the overreactors that annoy me, one way or the other. Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Can we have one more Klaus purge before you go?
Sure. Who was asking for Klaus? Was that Jane?
That was Jane.
Of course it was Jane. She's so naughty, Jane. You have this. Well, you're very, very bad. I don't know what language that is. Anyway.
You two have such a stressful life. You're here very chill and hilarious. Thanks for the great share. As always, what's for tea? Well, there's not a lot in. So I was having a look to see what I could do. And I think I've come to the conclusion that it will be beans, tofu, sausages, and mash.
Can you hear the birds?
Starlings, I think. Oh, look at that one.
That's pretty. It's got a yellow head.
It's a bee eater.
Oh, wow. Something must have just disturbed them.
Well, it's bedtime, isn't it? So you're probably catching their midges.
Yeah. Wow, look at that one as well. That's pretty. Oh, sorry guys.
Oh, they're cute.
We kind of got a bit sidetracked there by all the birds.
Do you grow your own veggies? No. I tried to a few years ago and they all died because I just didn't have enough time to give them. I think I overwatered them because I was worried about them shriveling up and dying. So I just don't have the time, unfortunately. But it's something we would like to do if we had like a volunteer dedicated to doing that.
I think we can do it at the new place. I think
Yeah.
we'll work it out for sure.
I wish you live streamed the wedding. We would all come.
Yeah, we'll do that. I think we might have to do that.
A live wedding night might be the way to go. Maybe you could find sponsors for the decorations dress refreshment. I can see Sophie at Kennels. I don't know if she's there. I don't think she's there. I think she's gone for a shower now.
Yeah.
Klaus purge sounds like something the doctor could sort out for you. Love the birds. Jane found Klaus as a twin brother from Italy. He's being camera shy. Would like to meet him. I love you guys. I cannot find your address to send a donation. Well, thank you very much for asking. No, we don't. We tend not to ask people to ship stuff to us because the Spanish mailing system is horrific and we usually don't get it. So if you email us info@jacobsridge.com, we can direct you the best way to do a donation if you're wanting to send a check. We have a volunteer in America who can accept checks on our behalf, and in the UK as well. So yeah, if you get in touch, then we can direct you. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's your favourite dessert?
Banoffee pie. I love banoffee pie.
But you love a chocolate cake.
I do love a chocolate cake, and I love ice cream and custard and apple pie and bread pudding. I love bread pudding. Apart from that,
I'm not really into desserts that much, so.
and the spotted dick is nice.
Maybe see donkeys before we go. Yes. Elope to the States will B&B you at our horse farm.
Oh wow,
Aw.
that sounds fun.
Just wanted to thank you guys for helping and inspiring me to get my new job. I did my first emergency night shift at work the other day. Doing CTs at midnight was quite intense, but it's amazing. Oh, that's great, Emma.
Well done, Ems.
Don't apologise for enjoying your surprise visitors. They sound lovely. What kind of birds are they? I think there's starlings and sparrows.
Well, that one, there was a few that came over. One was like had a really like long beak, yellow head.
I think that was a bee eater.
Do you think that's a bee eater?
Yeah.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
They're all settling down for the night. You can like they're all like you get off mine. That's mine. That's mine. Let it off. That's my branch. It's my tree.
I don't like meat very much, but I need animal protein. I couldn't do vegan, plus I can't live without leather and wool products. Well, I think you can live without leather and wool
You
products.
can, Cherokee
I think
girl.
that's a bit dramatic, but yeah, would be interested to know why you think you need the animal protein. But I bet you could do it.
You could definitely do it, Cherokee girl. And if you just challenge yourself, it's a mindset. That's all it is. It's a mindset. And I think once you flip over, you'll realise it's just not hard. It's not difficult at all. It's not as difficult as it sounds, and you can easily get everything you need. I promise you. I
Also,
assure you.
A lot of vegans will use like secondhand leather or secondhand wool products, or they'll use wool that they know has been sourced where it's been sourced from, like from a sanctuary or something. So yeah, if you are really precious about those products, there are ways around that as well, I think. Which are more sustainable ways as well with regards to like reusing.
Yeah, I used to race motorbikes, and but as a vegan, you know, I had my old racing leathers, but they weren't any good anymore, so I needed to have some new leathers. And it's just like everything you look at, you know, it's your safety, it's everything. So do you compromise? And very, very difficult decision to make, but you don't want to go and create demand. And it was like I had to make that decision. So I found a vegan company that made vegan, you know, like synthetic leather racing suit. Very, very expensive, very hard to get. And I think they actually were going out of business anyway. So in the end, I had to go down the route of second-hand, but like quite new second-hand, if you know what I mean, to try and avoid that creating that demand. And so there are ways around it. And that was a particularly, you know, that was a specific thing for that sport, which there was just no real alternatives to do. But I think if you go a little bit easy on yourself and you know, don't try and don't try and do it all. Just do the best you can.
Yeah, if you say you already don't like meat, then are you still eating it because you think you need protein? Because that's something you could just give up. If you don't like, especially, just give it up and just look into just it's just about doing your research really, and yeah, you do need to be a bit more conscious about what you're eating, because it's not as easy to get your protein. You want to make sure that you're eating the right things, but it's doable.
Definitely doable, definitely. If you need any help with it, tell us, we'll help you.
Mr. Brolin is great, but the Wi-Files are good too. Try them. You watch him, don't you?
Yeah, the Wi-Files,
the
yeah,
goldfish.
with Hecklefish. Yeah, he's good actually. He is good. But the only thing is with the Wi-Files, I don't know about you, but this is what I find with it, right? So I enjoy it. I really get into the story because he sort of starts it off, he gives one angle, doesn't he? And then he sort of almost debunks it afterwards. And at the end of the first part, I'm in. You know, I was completely like, aliens are real. And yes, the pyramids were built by ants. And, you know, all of these things, I'm like, yeah, great, conspiracy. I love a conspiracy theory. And then he debunks it and I feel myself all like deflated. And it's like, oh, it wasn't real.
Do you like fig rolls? Not really. They're
Yeah,
too
I like-
crunchy. I don't like them.
I like a fig roll.
I feel like you're eating dirt or something.
No,
The seeds, they're like eating sand.
no, fig rolls are lovely. I love
Yeah.
fig rolls.
If any of us ever come to Spain, do you allow visitors to see the sanctuary? Not to stay, of course. We aren't open for like day visitors at the moment. It's something we're looking into for the future, but it's just not possible to manage. We would need to have a team to be able just to do that probably, and also health and safety wise as well. It would mean that we can't have just like the donkeys running around like loose and
Yeah, it's just not. We're just not geared up for it, really. Yeah. If you want to come to the sanctuary, the only way really to do it is to come and do a volunteering week with us, and you come and stay on the sanctuary with us. You become part of the team, and you know, and that's that way it works. But no, day visits, it's just not really. It's not really suitable.
Okay, well, all desserts that are not vegan. What, the ones that Julian said? Well, you can veganize anything nowadays.
Yeah, I'm talking about vegan versions, obviously.
We made we had vegan banoffee pie for Christmas.
Yeah, it's the business.
Yeah, I think people think as well, oh, because it's vegan, it's not going to be good. But like most things, especially desserts, you wouldn't even know. We had pancakes this morning, vegan pancakes. Like, you know, it's not.
Yeah, you can
really
pretty
not
much
much
veganize anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
Oh!
almost.
Yeah.
Do your families live close in the UK?
Yeah,
So
in the
not
UK,
really.
not here.
Have you ever seen a murmuration? They're amazing in real life if you ever catch.
Yeah, I have seen those. Down in Brighton. Last time I was down in Brighton, actually, over the pier. That was amazing. Yeah, they have brilliant murmurations down there.
It's very wet and cold in New England. I hate fake milk. You know, the wool I get is from the local alpaca farms. My leather is stuff I already have. Okay, so if you already have it, then I guess that'd be fine to keep using it if you did want to go vegan. Fake milk. I don't know what's happening now.
Yeah,
Why is
here.
it gone? Oh, there we go. Is it? No.
No, here, give us it. We'll do that. Oh, hold on a minute. That's the sky. Right.
Yeah. There's like so many choices of dairy-free milks, we'll say, nowadays. So it's about finding the one that you like best, and it might be down to a certain brand even. But as well, it is to do with changing your taste buds. So if you're used to drinking dairy milk, if you try something else, you're comparing the two, and it's not going to taste the same. But when I first stopped drinking cow's milk, I started with soya, and I didn't really like the taste to begin with, but I stuck with it. And then I wasn't vegan at the time. I was just like, it was one little change that I'd swapped out. And then every now and then I'd go out coffee shop and get like dairy cow's milk. And then I just went off the taste of it because it was just like really sweet. And yeah, so it's just about your taste buds and changing your taste buds, and I think a
It
lot of
doesn't-
people think it's more difficult than it is.
Yeah, well, how long does it? It's a scientific thing, isn't it? It takes so long to re-educate your
So
taste
many
buds.
tries or something,
Yeah.
to like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
But once you've done it, it's it. You've done it, and it's there's no going back. You don't want to. That's the thing. You don't want to. You don't want to have that stuff.
I think you need to have the motivation to want to do it. Otherwise, if you don't like it, then why would you stick to it? It's got to be for ethical reasons, environmental, or health, along those lines.
Yeah.
And if those reasons aren't, you're not particularly concrete in those reasons, then
To be honest, but like personally, I don't really care about any of that. Oh, the only thing I care about is the animals. So that's the only reason
the
I am.
others are like benefits.
Yeah, they're side benefits, exactly.
Yeah.
But I just don't. It's only because of the
Yeah.
animal. That's the only reason I do it.
Mhm.
But I mean, everyone's different. But yeah. All right. All right. There.
I have been in a psychiatric hospital twice over the course of a year, 2 months each day. Something bad happened to me after my twin sister died almost 6 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Oh,
that.
sorry
That
to hear
sounds that sounds like you've been on a journey there. That's not good. I'm glad that you're through the other side, or at least heading towards the light at the end of the tunnel, I hope.
If it weren't for the horses that I feed with apples, it's very possible that I would visit where my sister is already. Oh,
Yeah, horses are amazing. Yeah, we were talking about the horses and how Mr. Hold on, I've got to get your name right. Mr. Oprawaka. Yeah, he goes to see the horses and feeds them apples and things. I think many people could share that view with you. There's something about them. A horse is just so, they're in tune. They know where you are. I think I've told the story on here before. I had a very, very bad day. I was in the field. I was very deeply upset. I was miles away. I didn't know where I was, and I was having a very, very bad day. And I'm not joking. I felt someone stroking my back really gently, like someone would just come up to you and just rub your back and say you're all right. And when I turned around, I was expecting to see Rachel. It wasn't Rachel. It was Jacob. Jacob was gently rubbing my back. It just blew me away. And horses have that inherent ability to read our moods. They know more about us, I think, mood-wise and emotionally. They know more than we know ourselves. They are incredible animals. I'm in love with them. They're just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So that's why they're used for therapy, aren't they? They're used as therapy animals for people that are suffering. And it sounds to me like you were very fortunate to discover these horses and to have that connection with them. And I'm so glad you did. And you're doing a sterling job because you're looking out for them as well. And I love that. And I'm very sorry to hear about your sister.
hi. I think someone wants his dinner.
Yeah, probably. Hello, Django. Right. We'll move on.
I'm trying to be vegetarian, but vegan means no eggs. Yes. Well, I would just, if you're trying to be vegetarian, then I would just go with that first and try not to give yourself too much to deal with at once. And then I think before I went vegan, I think eggs was the last thing I gave up, and I was just eating eggs from friends that had chickens and stuff where I knew where they came from. So yeah, just take one thing at a time. There's no like rule book. You don't have to do it a certain way. You can just transition really slowly. Just focus on the vegetarianism to begin with. My husband is having surgery on Thursday. He has an aneurysm in his leg. They will have to do a bypass. Watching you guys takes my mind off things. Thank you. Oh, Tonda, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Tonda.
Wish the very best.
Yeah, we send you all of our love, and good luck, and I hope it all goes well. I'm sure it will. And don't worry, it'll all be good. Promise, it'll be fine. It'll be good.
Do you wear vegan shoes and boots? Yes.
Yes.
part of the fun in cooking vegan or vegetarian, all the different spices in the world to play with. Yes, definitely. Oh, there's a lot of midges around. I wish I could volunteer, but I'm an old fart in a wheelchair. Oh, Roberta.
Well, hold on a minute. I think we've got an old fart in a wheelchair program. So, is your wheelchair 4x4? That's going to be the first requirement. Do you think we could get a bale? Could we attach a tractor to the, a trailer to the back of the wheelchair? You know, there's always ways and means, Roberta, and I'm sure you're not an old fart. But yeah, you're probably right. It wouldn't work so well with the wheelchair in this
Environment.
place.
Yeah, it's very hilly.
To be honest, I struggle just walking.
Have you ever had any live unexpected animal births at the sanctuary?
We had one a few years ago, and unfortunately it was a stillbirth. And yeah, it knocked us sideways, actually. That was...
A horse.
Yeah, a horse, sorry, yeah, a horse. And we knew that she was pregnant. The vet was coming out to check, but the vet didn't tell us, apparently, until after the event. So Rachel and I were getting quite excited, obviously, about this situation. It was a rescue horse. The vet didn't tell us that the horse was going to be stillborn, but he knew it would be, but he didn't tell us. So we just came down one morning and we found the baby horse in the field, and we were just devastated. It just broke our hearts. And but that was that was a horrible.
Like, oh yeah, I knew it would be, but I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to upset you.
Yeah, it's like,
So
thanks.
do you not think it's more upsetting to find a dead foal in the field?
Yeah, that was atrocious. And it was jet black, this jet black foal baby. Just beautiful. But anyway, yeah, so that was probably, as far as a surprise was concerned, that was sort of like that.
Dakota was quite a surprise as well.
Well, we knew she was pregnant, and but she arrived in a surprising fashion. It was like, oh my God, there's a baby.
During the day as well, because they usually fall at night, don't they? So.
Yeah. She started to give birth in the during the day, and we had to go in there, and I actually delivered Dakota, and pulled her out, which was amazing. So yeah, that was pretty cool, actually. That was very cool. It was a highlight.
People are the only species, Django, it's okay, that drink milk after they're weaned. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, do you know what got me with the milk? It was the fact that it's breast milk, and I think someone said to me once, you know, would you, like, if you gave you a cup of, like, this woman over there, she's going to express her breast milk for you, would you like to have a drink of it? I'd be like, no thanks, you're all right,
pass.
thank you. And then they said, well, yet you would drink the expressed breast milk from a cow, and I was like, oh. And then it was like that penny, you know, just sort of kind of dropping, really, that kind of thing. But yeah, you don't know what it is, you know. It's just, you know, different people react in different ways. But
okay, we're gonna have to go now. Actually.
Oh my goodness me, look at that! Right, we're out of battery. I've been rabbiting on for too long. Where are we? I've got to put that there.
Hang on. Hi all. I'm not sure if Jackie is watching, but she will catch up sometime soon. It's her birthday today. Could you please say happy birthday, Jackie? Thanks so much. Happy birthday, Jackie!
Happy birthday, Jackie! Have a great day.
Have a great day. And
right, we're gonna say goodnight to you
Yes.
because we're running out of battery now on the phone. So thank you very much for joining us again on this live. Super Chats is 19520, which is brilliant. Thank you very much.
Everyone.
Remember the campaign for the Under Pressure campaign. Please get involved. Help us get that kick. Head over to jacobsridge.com/shop. Go to the shop on our website, jacobsridge.com. You'll see it there. You can buy, it's £1 a go, basically. £1 for every press up, unless of course you write on there, no press ups required, which, you know, would be an amazing thing, and that would be great. But I'm prepared to do the press ups we need. So we've got a lot of money to raise. So please get involved, spread it around. Get your friends and family to buy some press ups as well. That would be great. Thank you very much, and we'll get there. Right, what's that? Have you not the ear, Steve?
Hey, I had your no, Steve, not the ear as my cell phone ring for weeks.
Oh my God, that's
funny.
hilarious. That's so funny.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll see you next week. And stay tuned, because there's going to be a few more videos going up this week of Ronnie and Steve. I've got another one coming out because, yeah, Steve's been up to no good. You'll find out probably on Tuesday when that video will go up. Okay, Goose.
Goose.
Bye. I'll see you later. All right there.